76, I think,
I went
and
78
you
days
are.
and Fowler went 87 days. So um, it's a long time, like 3 months. And then plus you're there before the production for about a week. And then they hold you for about 5 days after. Um, yeah, I was like, by the time I flew back through Brazil, I was actually, my visa was expiring in the air. I almost didn't get on my flight back to the
Oh,
States because I was at day 89. And they pulled me aside and actually held me for a couple hours because they said, we don't know if you can fly because your visa actually expires at day 90 and you'll be in the air to Atlanta. So I had to call production and get that sorted, but I almost didn't make that flight too. Like, so there's all these behind the scenes things that happen. And yeah, I would say we've kind of somewhat joked, but if they were to do like a split screen of what I was doing, and then my husband's at home trying to manage the household, it's so, and I'm a pretty low key person, so I wasn't the most dramatic person on TV. But I would almost say like what was happening for him was probably a lot more interesting than it was for me. You know, people would stop him because we live in a small town, and for me to be gone for months is kind of unusual. And we haven't told anyone, and then he doesn't
oh
want him back.
yeah.
He's worried about me, and people are
Hey, are
stopping
you and Megan
him in the
okay?
grocery store.
Like,
I'm pretty sure they did mention. Yeah, like I actually had a couple coworkers show up at my house. I found this out later, and they said, "Where is she?" Like one of my close friends,
call
and
the
I hadn't told
cops.
her.
Ah.
Well, they had a meeting. Like I guess they had a meeting at the workplace and said, like, "Do you know where she is? Like, how well do you know Megan's husband, like Tyson?
Oh
How well
my
do you know
gosh.
him?" One of them showed up at the house, and he kind of made light of it, like, "She's fine. Like, just don't go check the backyard."
No.
But they're like, "No, seriously, where is she?"
How long had I mean you have I how long had you been married at that point in time?
We had been married 10, 9.5 years at that
Okay.
point.
And is he from the island or is he from somewhere else?
Yeah, he's from a small town. We didn't grow up together, but we're from the same area. We met in our 20s. So at least we kind of grew up in the same sort of lifestyle at the north
Okay.
end of Vancouver Island.
And that probably helps too. I'm just imagining, oh yeah, that in a small town, that's a really like. I'm surprised there wasn't some sort of official investigation into your husband. Like, where did
There was
she
a lot of
go?
rumors. You know how small towns are. Some of them quite bizarre, but
Can you share?
um,
Can you share the best
and
rumor of what happened to Megan?
oh, I think there was one that maybe well, there was a couple actually. There was one, maybe she is in the CIA was one of them. The other one was, I think she's working on some, because my husband and I had worked in the polar regions in Arctic and Antarctica before. So we've done some kind of neat things. We've been on all seven continents. But there was another rumor I was involved with. I think at some point they had discovered some explorer's boat in the Arctic, and someone seemed to think I was on some expedition. I don't even know how that one got started. I was on some expedition as a biologist involved in that.